Great kid, don't get cocky. All right, here we are. We are going to do part 2 of issues 78 through 80. So in this part, what we're going to do is we're going to do some painting. So I've been needing to get the cockpit painted because at some point we're going to have to put it together. So first things first, I need to get these painted. I have to do it separate because of the fact that you have to actually put the cockpit in once these are together. You have to put it in there to put this together because it fits into these slots. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and paint all of the exterior pieces and whatnot. So we're going to have to get those masked. I'm going to do some detail painting of these, and I've got some images here of that. So you'll get to see how those are going to come out. You'll notice that 2 of these, I believe it's these 2 here, are going to be extremely dark, and then these other 2, they're just going to have a little bit going on. And then we have this one here. I'd already done some, but I wanted to get some of this. I'm either going to do the yellow ochre or the orange rust. This orange rust is a new color that I picked up, so I might try a little bit of that. But with these, we're going to go with some blacks and some grays and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and paint these gray bits on the cockpit. I can show you the images of that here. Reason why I'm going to do that is because once this part gets attached, those parts are going to be very difficult to mask off and paint and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. So let's go ahead and get started. This one's going to be quite the interesting issue or episode because of it's going to be pretty much primarily painting. So let's go ahead and start masking things off and we'll go from there. Oops. I will definitely have to glue that back on. Oops. So that's going to have to glue before I can do anything else. All right, I'm gonna let that set up quite a bit, and then all of this is masked, ready to go. So we will go ahead and get these primed first, and then once they're primed, we'll come back and paint the base coats and kind of go from there. So I'll let that set up, then I'll go prime them, do the base coats, and then after that, we'll start painting the details and stuff. So I think I'll go ahead and record that and show that to you. So be back after a bit. Welcome back, everybody. So I forgot that I was going to need to do some masking on the rectenna. So let me show the pictures here. So you'll notice there's some on the left side and then there's some here on the right side. So I need to get those masked off so that I can get those painted. The thing is, I'll have to mask off a good portion of this to really do it properly. So let's go ahead and get started on that and see how that goes. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go with probably German gray here and there, and then that will be all done. And then it'll just be weathering after that. So once the cockpit stuff's dry, we'll get that masked off. We have, I think, 2 colors at least for that, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll see you back after that's all done. All right, here we are. We're going to do the last little bit of masking, so let's get started. We don't need any of this. Get this stuff cleaned up. As you can see, base coat is completed on the cockpit, but we've got to mask the cockpit for the parts that need to get masked there. Let me show some images while I'm cleaning this up. I'll show you some images of that so you can see what all we're going to do there. All right, so as you can see, we've got that one kind of black spot, and it's off center, uh, which shouldn't be too bad. All right, there's that spot. And this one will get painted the same as this one with the German gray. All right, there we go. Everything's masked, ready to go. So I need to get that stuff painted. We're going to only paint. Um, there's no masking on these, so that's going to be pretty straightforward. This one's just getting a little bit of the maybe the yellow ochre, maybe the orange rust. We might do the orange rust just to add a little bit of something different. Might come back with some of the German gray just to darken some of this up. Maybe not. It's pretty dark. But let's go ahead and get ready to start painting this. I probably won't record it because there's already a lot of footage here, so we'll come back when it's all painted. See you guys in a little bit. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So we have everything painted except for I was going to do this one. And then I was going to do it by hand, and I've just completely ran out of time, mostly with the editing. So let's just have a look and see what we did. So we got our base coats there. We got this black spot there done. While I was pulling the masking off, I don't know which side it was on. This side here came loose. I'm gonna have to reglue that. That's not gonna be a big deal. So get that done. You can see the rectenna. It came out pretty nice. I like it. So, and that straight line is how that side was, if you recall. So that is done. We can set that off to the side. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Other than I am going to have to do a little bit of touch-up paint here when I was pulling the masking off because I masked the crap out of it. Paint came off, so that's unfortunate. You can see I got some paint there. All this through here. Now this I faded in some different colors because the one image I had kind of showed that. So I kind of did that. I am going to have to do this because these were painted separately, so it doesn't quite blend together. Also, if you look here, I don't know if you guys can quite tell, but this, as I was painting down, I didn't get the bottom done real well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mask this off real quick and spray this, do a quick spray across here to get that all taken care of. This side looks good as far as getting both sides here. I just need to paint this section, but I'll mask this off and then I'll come back and mask the outside part off. And the masking works out really well because this tape is pretty much the right width, so that'll work out. I can just put a strip of that on there and then spray this and take care of this seam. And I'll do that. I'll get it kind of put together and paint it in that with that. But we'll get that touched up and get this make that look like, you know, it's all blended together because that was the kind of the goal. And might need to touch up a little bit here. Apparently I didn't quite get the angle right to get down in there, but we'll get that taken care of. There's the ring. The ring's nice. Here are the inserts. So this one, these two, I basically only used a couple different colors. So there's this kind of this warmer brown, and that's this one here. And I kind of sprayed that in there, just kind of give it some different tones. And then I came back with this gray here and kind of touched up in a couple spots on both of these. And this one had a little bit of rust from what I could see from the image, so I added that in there. These ones, just, it was kind of weird. This one just kind of had like dots, and I just kind of tried to remember what it looked like in the image and then kind of took care of them. And so that's what I was doing there. Just try to make it look similar to what it was like in the image. It's really difficult to follow the image exactly because of the fact that I don't have a good way to do it. Like if I could print it off or whatever, that'd be good. This one, again, I used some of this other gray in here to kind of touch up some of these spots. Put in some of these rust colors there. Now in the image, this part here is still white, so I was trying to make sure that I only got this part forward with this darker color, but kind of like how that turned out. So those all turned out rather nicely. The couple of spots of the rusty color, I'm going to use this orange rust. I'm just going to do like a watered down version and just kind of like almost like a wash in a couple spots and see how that comes out. But we'll do that Here are all the colors that I painted with. We got my favorite German gray, and that's what we did with the these patches. This one and on the Rectenna. We had a flat black. That's for these here. This was the color that I mentioned before, and I've got a little bit of it here that I've kind of blended in there. Also, I think I used a little bit of the German gray here to kind of blend that in. And then we have some dark ghost gray from Model Master, so I've got that going there. And that was some of these other grays and stuff. Then we have a neutral gray. I got that. Actually, the neutral gray was some of these other grays in here. This one is this dark ghost gray is this gray here. So I'll have to remember that, so that way when I redo that thing there, and I went ahead and thinned everything down. That worked out really well, and again, we used this orange rust. So I actually recorded all that content. I will put that in the next video. It's just running out of time to be able to get all of that in, edited, and everything in the video out this week. I'm trying to keep these videos a bit shorter, especially since I'm going to be doing multiples of them. I think I'll probably end up fixing this off camera, but we'll get that fixed off camera and probably start getting this put back together. I'll fix this uh, broken glue spot here off camera, make sure that's all together. And then we'll start putting these together the way that we need to in the next video. There was some other painting that I was thinking about doing. I don't remember off the top of my head, but that's everything more or less done for what I was going to do in this episode. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll put um, the painting videos in the next one, so that'll be part of the next one. You'll be able to see this process. Since these are multiple parts, I don't have a problem doing them out of order. I don't feel like that'll be too distracting or anything like that. And we'll go ahead and get this one. We'll do the wash type thing with this here next time, and see how that comes out. All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and may the force be with you always.